today's book is another one from the busy world of Richard Scarry, and it's A Big Operation. Huckle doesn't feel very well this morning. He has had a sore throat. Dr. Lion has come to examine him. He listened to Huckle's heartbeat. "How does it sound, Dr. Lion?" Lowly asks. You have a fever, Huckle, and this is your third sore throat this year, isn't it?" remarks Dr. Lion. "I think Huckle should have his tonsils taken out," Dr. Lion says. "Does that mean he has to go to the hospital?" Mother Cat is worried, and so is Huckle. "You're not scared, are you, Huckle?" Sally asks. "Oh no," says Huckle. His voice is very hoarse. "Don't worry, Huckle," says Dr. Lion. "I'll take you and your family on a grand tour of the hospital before we check you in." The hospital is a very busy place. "Look, here comes an ambulance." "Stand aside, everyone," called the ambulance men. "It's an emergency." "It's Mr. Frumble." "Oh, good morning, Mr. Frumble," says Nurse Nora. "We've reserved your usual room." "Hello, Nurse Nora," Mr. Frumble answers. "I'm afraid I fell on my nose again chasing my hat." "Well, I'm glad you found it," says Nurse Nora. Dr. Lion takes the cat family on a tour of the hospital. First they visit the operating room. Just look at all that equipment. Huckle, Sally and Lowly are impressed. Then Dr. Lion takes them to another room. "This is an X-ray department," he announces. They enter the darkened room. "Yikes!" Sally shouts. "They've got skeletons in here." "They are not spooky skeletons, Sally," Dr. Lion explains. "These are X-ray pictures of patients who are being treated in the hospital. People like Mr. Fumble. Look here. Here's Mr. Frumble's broken nose." "Can we borrow this machine for Halloween?" asks Sally. "I don't think so, Sally," Dr. Lion answers. Dr. Lion takes them outside into the garden. "Hospitals aren't so bad after all," Huckle says. "I'll have the operation, but can Lowly stay with me?" "Of course he can," says Dr. Lion. "We will have such fun," Lowly explains. That night, in the hospital, Lowly checks on his friend Huckle. He whispers, "Are you asleep?" "No," Huckle steps out of the cupboard. "What were you doing in there?" "I thought it over, and I've decided not to have my operation." Huckle leaves the room, taking his suitcase with him. "Huckle, are you leaving because you're scared?" Lowly asks. "Scared? Me? Ha!" laughs Huckle. "Or maybe just a little." "Listen, Huckle, I have an idea. Maybe if you talk to some of the other patients, you will feel a bit better. Let's go see Sprout Goat." "Hi, Sprout. Why are you in hospital?" Huckle asks. "I'm here for another operation, to straighten my leg. It's the 4th and last time," Sprout explains. "You have been here 4 times and you're not scared?" Huckle was amazed. "I was at first, but the nurses are so nice. But don't the operation hurt?" "A little afterwards," Sprout says, "but you sleep right through the operation and don't feel a thing." "What are you in here for?" Sprout asks Huckle. "To have my tonsils out." "Oh, you are lucky," exclaims Sprout. "After the operation you will have all the ice cream you can eat." "Wow," says Lowly. "Ice cream sounds good. But I'm still leaving," says Huckle. Come on, Huckle, let's talk to Mr. Frumble, Lolly says. But Mr. Frumble's bed is all folded up. Has Mr. Frumble left the hospital? Huckle presses a button by the bed. Jump! The bed unfolds. Ah, thank you, boys, Mr. Frumble is relieved. Dear me, one day I must learn how to use those buttons. Mr. Frumble, aren't you scared to be in hospital? Huckle asks. Scared, Mr. Frumble explains. Heavens no, I come here all the time. Everyone is so nice. Mr. Frumble goes to open the window, and I always get my favourite room. Sprout and Mr. Frumble need to be in hospital. They have real problems. All I have is a little sore throat, says Huckle. I'm leaving. Just then Huckle sees a friend of his. Oh, Mrs. Stitches, what's wrong with you? He asks. Nothing at all, boys. I have a new baby, and this hospital is taking the best care of both of us. Nurse Nancy comes in holding Mrs. Stitch's new baby. The baby giggles in the nurse's arms. Wow, Lolly exclaims. She certainly looks happy to be here. Says Huckle thoughtfully. The little baby isn't afraid to be here. I guess I shouldn't either. Huckle decides to go back to his room. The next morning Huckle is brought to the operating room. He is very quiet. Dr. Lion takes out a mask and says to Huckle, try to count backwards from 100. Okay, Huckle says, and he begins to count. 100, 99, 90, 11, 98. In a moment, the special gas has put Huckle to sleep. Huckle, are you all right? Sally asks. Huckle slowly opens his eyes and whispers 97. Hey, he looks around at all his friends. What are you all doing here? The operation is over, Father Cat says. You have been asleep for hours. How do you feel, darling? Mother Cat asks. My throat is still sore, Huckle replies. Hey, Huckle, how about a little ice cream? Suggests Lolly, jumping on the bed. Huckle takes a spoonful and swallows. Ow, it hurts. Hey, Sprout, you said I could have all the ice cream I can eat, Huckle protests. No, I said all the ice cream you could eat, says Sprout, but I can see you can't eat any just yet. Wow, says Lolly, taking Huckle's spoon. If I ever have my tonsils out, you can have all of my ice cream, I promise.